Alright, so welcome back you guys. So the last two episode we already set up for the navbar and the hero sections. So this video we're going to finish all the home page sections. For example, we have the solution in here. We have the about us, which is have the carousel in here. So the carousel, so we have the carousel like this ones. Okay, it's not draggable. I will do the adjustment for this guys. And we also have the matrix in here, and we also have the mix out as per up is kind of the themes, and we just the basic layout, and we also have the new letter register, and we have the block one, and this is the layout from the footer. So in here I will show you that the mobile versions will look like this one. So our mobile versions will going to look like this one, and we have the solutions, and we have the powers, and we have the carousel, and we have the matrix in here, and we have the expert. So the layout will change a little bit here, and we have the register. This is supposed to be in the center. I will just fix it later. And we also have the block one, and we also have the footer itself. So yep, I think this video will go take along about kind of 1.5 hours for this homepage only, because this homepage is really have a lot of styling for it. Okay, so I think I will make it faster, but first of all, before you guys go further, make sure that hit the subscribe buttons and turn on the notifications for me to able to catch the latest video that I will release based on this tutorial. So it will look like this one. It's supposed to be look in the center like this, and yep. Okay, so we can start it. Let's start. Okay, first thing we're going to have for the sections called powers and the features. But first thing first, we are need to have a type of color for our current one. So based on the design, you guys can go, let me open the design real quick. So based on the design, you guys can have the kind of idea that's what I'm talking about for the color. And okay, hold on, let me turn on the design. And we will have one more color is the neutral. So the neutral will hold and read the gray and the white and black one. So you will see is that we will use the neutral for the text really frequently in the project itself. So make sure that you guys have in there. And the second thing that we also need to export the here. So we're going to build these sections here, the solutions. And we also need to export the icon for the for our one. So basically that we're going to export from the feature. So let me go into we have the feature is here. So you guys go to the feature itself, and you guys will see that I will choose this type of the layout, and I will export in here. But I already export by the by my previous video. I already export everything for the icon, so you guys can pause this video and try to export them one by one. Yep, I think in the sense that I will use the old image I already have in my previous one, so make sure that I would save more time for you guys. Alright, let me hit pause for this one, so you guys will export the image, the SVGs. Alright, so after you guys have already export the SVGs, so you guys can go to the components and go to the elements and jump back into the icons, and you guys can create the name. So in here I have this EVs will be represent for 4 of them. So you guys can do the same, because later on we will adjust this icon from the sanity itself, and to make sure that we are using the dynamic content for the entire homepage. So in here we just have the cons in EV is the name, and I export like this ones, no need to default. And you guys remember that inside icon we need to export from the index also, to make sure that we have the same format for entire projects in here. Okay, so first thing we go into our design to see that. Okay, so we have this type of layout in here first, and then four of this one. Okay, so we just go into the section itself. We go into the section itself, and we will create few of the project we are going to, a few of the layout we're going to use. First thing we go into create. We are going to create the about us and the sections feature. So in here you guys can create about us, and we also have the features in here. So for the features, we go to create the features like this, and RFC is here. RFCs, okay, it's just RFCs, we don't need RFCs. And in here, you guys remember to put the index also, and export the index from the previous 5 features to make it really consistencies hold the project itself. So he saved the features in here. Okay, just leave it there. So we also create for the about us RFCF about us. Okay, he's saved. And we also have the index in here. So export everything from about us, and remember to go to the section root level and export 2 of them from about us first, and export from and features, right? Okay, so to able to use it, guys, we go to the page of the hero, and we use in here. Let's check that we have, what do we have in here? We're going to have like the first thing we have, you guys see we have the portal Y, right? So basically the feature, they need to have a kind of something like this, and we will use the feature in here. But this the one I do is not necessary, because that we can reuse the feature is somewhere else. If we don't if we have the same layout, so we just using the same features in somewhere else. And in here we also have the about us. So usually we can also put the div inside the feature, but I want to separate the layout itself, so I just leave it here. Okay, so let measurement that the outside, how many we have? We have 16, right? So the 16 going to have the button for this class names. So the button going to be 4, so it will automate push the feature inside. Okay, so let's jump back into the feature. So in the feature we have 2 of the section, right? We have this one and we have this one. So first thing, remember to add the sessions in here, sessions, and we also have the div in here. So the div will container will be have the class name for this div. So to able to that, you will move this one into here. Okay, so first thing we need to create an element for this one, and in here we have 2 spans. So the first span is to have the dot, and the second one we have the text. So the first one we don't need this guy, we can remove it. So this here we can have solutions, right? Okay, so in here let's check what size it. 8. So it will have 8, 2 with 2, so it's 8, right? Okay, so the background going to be primary 300 and round font. Okay, second thing is that this guy. So we need to have the flash. Not showing yet. Okay, we're missing the block one, so you guys need to have block for this block. Okay, so you will see it's over there, but we need to make the adjustment for the center, item center, I think it's center. So we have the gap going to be 8, so the gap going to be 2, so the gap 2, right? So we have the above layout, a little bit laggy. Let me grab this one in here and this one here. Yep, already have a gap. Okay, already have a gap. Cool. So next stop that we have the border itself here, the border P, the border bottom. So in here we need to have the border bottoms like this. So the border we have the neutral, the border neutral 300, 400. So it will be 400. So let us check. Here we already have the border, but a little bit too black, so I want to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, so that's it, that's good. And we have what do we have? We have the button bottom is 16, so the button bottom going to be 4. Okay, that's it, that's good. Okay, so we have button bottom 4. All right, so next up is going to be this one, this part. So this part will be kind of simple. First thing, we need to have a big div to wrap outside the container. So this one going to be the container big one, and inside we have the h1 for h2 for this. So the h2 we are going to use that key to clean feature in here, and hit save. And what do we have inside that? The class name going to be the tag abstractions, and we have the tag squad. Oh no, we have the leading none. So the leading none, right? Hit save. Yep. So we have the tag in here and also in here. All right. Moving further, we're going to have the grid for this. For this one, we have 4 of the grid one, so we're going to pick a grid for this one. Grid column 4. Yep. So we want to have the SL going to have the grid column 4 in here, and the MD going to have the grid column 2 for this guy, and we have the gap going to be 8. Okay, so I already have implement the one of the assemble in here, so I will save the time for you guys by copy this guys. Okay, all right, so here's the guy. So you guys can see here, this is very basic stuff from the Figma and also from the Tailwind stuff. But here the thing that we want to make sure there is no space in here, because if you guys can see here, we have space in here. So to make sure that we have nothing wrong with that, so we need to also have the one of the thing that we might be need. So we have the 4 ones. So I will just continue to pass in every 4/5 here. So we will have 4 of the static ones. Yep, we have 4 of the static ones, and I see the tag is not changing, yeah, because the text is too big. So let me check on the Tailwind config again. Okay, we're not changing anything yet. Alright, so let me check on the design for the text. So the text we'll have is 24. So this is quite big. So let's see that what do I have in my code ones. So it should be 24. It is 60. So this 60 is so wrong. So we need to have fix the Tailwind config, for example. So its title is 24. So basically we will have 5 RAM, 1 bond. So no subtitle. So the title going to be no. So let's fix the subtitle itself. So the subtitle going to be 1.1 is 60, 1.5 if yeah 1.5 RAM. So we also have adjustment for the feature that's in here. We have the text title, right? So we adjustment a little bit in here, we're going to be subtitle. Okay, it should be work. Yep, this is the way it should be look like, and the subtitle itself need to change the style of the text. Okay, it should be look like this one. I love it. Okay, next up we're going to have few of the spacing, right? You can see here. So because the section we don't have any information for the section yet, so we need to add into the section field of the live code. So it's supposed to be like this one. So they will have the background, something familiar like this one, and we have the button and we have the route for this. So is it supposed to be looking like this one? I don't think so, because that you can see here this is missing space, right? So it needs space in here. So for this guy, we go to the solutions here, and we will have first the desktop. We have the margin bottom is 14, but in the mobile versions we want it to have about 12 here. So the first thing is 12 for the guys, and the second thing that we want to have for this one, for the heading, so the SM going to be 24, and for the mobile going to be 12. Okay. Yep, 12. So in here, I think this is already finished for these sections, and this one we have space, we have everything in here. So this is kind of simple for this section only. Yep. Okay, I think we can stop for this sections. We move to the further to the about us. Okay, so one more to check into making sure that you got alignment. So for the about us, we're going to have one of the things in here. You guys can create about us carousel.tns. So the carousel in here going to use the this code you will have inside. I will copy this one, paste in here. So first thing, you guys need to install that the React responsive carousel. So I will go into also install in here with you guys here. So it's about to be have install React responsive, and you guys need to change this file into the U client, because that is need to interact with the user need to interact with this one. And you guys need to also import the style for the logger to able to log in here. So I think this component is very simple. It takes the amount of the setting I already have in place, and every image is have a div outside that will take the full width for this one, and also inside we have the full width and object cover for the image. The image is in here, just using the same image for the hero, and that's it. Okay, so just leave this file there, and we temporarily close. We can close. Hold on. We should close everything and save all like this. Okay, so you can go into the about us, right? And if you go into the about us one, we're going to create the section something familiar. About us, let me check. Okay, the about us will take this this layout. So the layout going to be about us. Let me check. About, right. So I will use the about 4.5 4.3 here. So first thing, we have the same structure, and the second thing is this is the symbol grid system, and this is the carousel. So we're going to copy this guy from the previous one, that from the solutions, but I will copy in my file that I already set up section in here. Okay, so first thing, you guys need to have the sections. Second thing is the container. So the container going to have the class name, container, and the sections. Okay, so next up, I will copy the code that I already done for us in here. Okay, Okay, first is the sections, right? So let me check, is it already there? I don't think so, right? Okay, the next step we're going to have the first layout one. So we to this for this one we're going to have the powers. So the h3 and h3 is kind of wrong. We just need a 2, right? We already adjustment into 2, so this will be a little bit smaller. Yep, smaller like this one. Okay, so this layout we just have 2 of the grid system, so you guys can create this grid in here. So the grid here we have the MD, we have the graph 36, and in the XL it will divide into 2 columns, and into the mobile going to have 12 gap. And the next step we're going to have this one. So this one we're going to contain the first thing is the title of the sessions. So you guys need to have the title and the descriptions in here. So the title and the description is going to be this title and this descriptions. Okay, so the title, remember to use H2, and we also have the paragraph one. So here's the one. The title we already have is the text feature already in there, and we also have the text white that's already have the color for this. But I don't think this is the text white. This is the alpha 80. So in here we can dash 80 like this one. So it have a little bit. Yep, the color is a little bit darker. Okay. So next up we're going to have the ULIT. Here we're going to have this guy. So this list going to have this check item in here. So and it also have the check icons. So you guys remember to pause this video and to export this check icons also. And I already done, so I just need to done this again. So I will go to the check icons. I will click to check after this, and I will go into my check icons. I will use the codes like this, and I will export my check icons outside from this guy. Okay, check in here, and in here I just need to import this again, and it's already done. Okay, so first thing, this needs to have the XL going to have the only 1 column, but in the mobile version it need to take 2. So you can see here we are in the 2 versions, 2 column. So I will change a little bit smaller for the font, so to make sure that we're not going to be making some wrong. Alright, so we have 2, and in the big ones we have 1. Alright, it's very simple. We already have half of the way there, and now we need to have this guy. Remember we already done with the carousel, the about us carousel, which is done. Now we just need this line of code in here. Okay, so and you guys install it like this, right? That's it. Let's refresh this. Oh, okay, square. Is it what we want? We don't want that, right? Okay, let me check back. Go span want. Flag nature. I don't think we do something wrong in here. Okay, so the mobile is look at oh. I know why. Okay, with phone in here. Let me refresh again. Go span one. Okay, let me check on this guy. Alright, we need to put outside, guys. We need to put outside the content. We need to put outside this guy, outside the flag one. Okay, but we already put outside, but what's wrong with the image? About us, course one. Okay, so in the mobile it's look okay, but in desktop what let's look something very strange. Okay, maybe we use the image is not that wrong, so let me check. So basically the image itself, we don't have the correct way to do it for the styling, so we can be a disaster if we don't fix this bot boy. So first we need to fix this guy to be helpful for the image. So helpful for this image, okay. And the image in here, you guys need to also have the hash font for this. So let's change into the number one. Let's see what's wrong. Okay, so I think the wrong is the container in here. So if we're going to have this one headphone in here, what will be happened? So the carousel is not that font. Okay, let me copy this guy. Okay, because this guy, can we put the carousel class name? It's font for this. Let me check on the side. Okay, basically that we already font, but the carousel slider. Oh, alright. So the carousel slider just have only 100 width in here. So okay, so we can have the carousel slider. Okay, so if we add in here the height 100, what will be happened? So it's basically boosting the information above, is correct, but we still don't have so it is the wrapper itself. So the wrapper needs to also have the height 100. Okay, the height is already there, and the slide string, right? Slide. So for the slide, let's target into the slide. Okay, hash 100. Okay, so it must be the slide. So we need the slider have the 100 height first. Alright, so let's check into our global one. Let's see how far we can do it. So into global one, you guys can have a look in here, and the hash going to be 100. Okay, let's refresh it. Let's see. Oh, we need to target into the we need to target into the parent also for this guy. Okay, first stop, we need to target into the carousel itself. Okay, carousel in here, like 100. First carousel, and the second is the slipper wrapper, slider wrapper. Okay, we have dot slider dot wrapper. So we need height. Okay, slider wrapper. Okay. Oh, carousel. I see that because that we have the guys. We have this guy. So can we adjustment in here? No. Alright, okay, so I see it's a little bit changed in here. Let me refresh it. Okay, something changed in here, guys, that we also already target into the correct one, which is the carousel and the ones. Alright, I think that we already have the answer for this guy. So if I change into the different image, is it going to affect it? My, oh shit, it definitely to go into affect my one. So basically that we all need to adjustment. We need to have a fixed height, something familiar like this one. So if I change the small image, it also need to be it will be effective. So basically that the hash in here, the outside, the big guy, we need to have a fixed height for this guy. So the height going to be maybe 600. 600 is too small, so 600. Okay, so if I change into 600 and I change the image, all right, so we need to able to have kind of the fixed height for this guy. So first we need to have maybe 700 for this guy in the desktop, and in the mobile version we just need to have 450, right? Okay, so I think that's good enough for this guy, and you guys have to have the image also round 3XL to make sure that we have the same image. Okay, so that's it. If some in the future we have some kind of trouble with this guy, we also need to fix this one. All right, so you guys need to remember to add height in here, and I will close everything. So basically that's these sections we already have finished, the solutions and the contact us in here. So this is based on the design itself. Let's check on the mobile. So the mobile is look good with the fixed height, and also with this guy. All right, how many need? Oh, 31 minutes already, damn. All right, let's move further. So the carousel, okay, something wrong. Yeah, something wrong. Okay, so we need to able to adjust this guy a little bit more. Something wrong with this guy, right? Very strange. Okay, I don't have the kind of error later. Just the yes index for this guy. Oh no. Okay, so let me check. Alright, maybe I will adjust this one later. If you guys have this error, please fix this. Let me pause this video. Alright, for the guys to fix this overlap, you guys need to have add one more attribute into the header. That's they need to have the yes index is 50, and this guy we just need to have no need this guy. We just need to have that index for only for the header. Okay, so alright, so we already finished 2 more sections in here. So I will temporarily pause the video for today and publish this video for you guys, and I will also record 2 of the other video for you guys to able to catch up. I don't want to make it so long. Alright, okay, so I will pause this video here. See you guys in the next episode.